A crane that lifts 4,000 tons like it's nothing. A tunnel boring machine that eats entire mountains. A bulldozer so massive it moves more earth in 1 hour than 100 conventional machines. This isn't science fiction. This is China, right now. While the world argues about who builds the best cars or phones, China quietly seized control of something far more powerful: heavy machinery. The machines that build everything else. Cranes, excavators, bulldozers, tunnel borers, concrete pumps. The giants that construct skyscrapers, dig subway systems, build bridges, and carve highways through mountains. China now dominates this industry. Completely. 7 out of 10 tunnel boring machines carving through the earth? Made in China. The world's most powerful mobile crane? China. The longest concrete pump boom ever built? China. These are the machines redefining what's possible in construction and engineering. Welcome to China's monstrous machinery that will shock the world. 1. How China conquered heavy machinery. At the turn of the millennium, China had zero share of the global tunnel boring machine market. Zero. The West had spent more than 150 years refining the technology. The field was considered too specialized for latecomers. Yet by 2024, the picture looked completely different. China dominated the market, supplying nearly every major project worldwide. How? How do you condense a century and a half of progress into just 2 decades? Chinese engineers call it concentrating all national efforts on big issues. Instead of scattering research across competing firms and universities, China aligned its state, industries, and workforce toward a single mission. They imported machines, dissected them, rebuilt them, scaled production with military precision. It wasn't evolution. It was acceleration. Where the West advanced slowly through competition and trial and error, China sliced away the delays and ran the process on fast forward. A century-long gap erased in less than a quarter of the time. Behind it stood an engineering army, 6.7 million students trained with discipline and funneled directly into national development. While Western nations debate work-life balance, China built the largest engineering education system on Earth. Each year, China produces 1.5 million engineers, 1/3 of the global supply. The United States? Less than a quarter of that. By the end of 2024, China held 3.5 million valid invention patents, more than half already in industrial use. In many Western nations, patents gather dust. In China, they're weapons of progress. This scale and discipline change everything. When a Western engineer says a bridge will take 5 years, a Chinese team can answer 1 year and deliver. Now imagine 1.5 million fresh engineers entering the system every year. Multiply that by 2 decades. What you see isn't just a workforce, it's a force of nature. 2. The tunnel boring leviathan. Let's start with the machine that literally eats mountains. The Kriki tunnel boring machine, with a shield diameter reaching 15.8 meters. So large you could fit a 3-story building inside its cutting head. But size is only the beginning. Its rotating head is equipped with hundreds of cutting discs made from special alloys that slice through granite like sand, advancing up to 15 meters per day under optimal conditions. What's truly amazing? Its automated simultaneous construction system. While it drills forward, robots in the rear section immediately install concrete segments that form the tunnel walls. It's like a mobile underground factory that leaves a completely finished tunnel in its wake. This technology has been crucial for underwater tunnels and high-speed rail connections, reducing construction times from decades to mere months. China's TBMs rely on an advanced slurry shield system that enables them to thrive in soft ground and seismic regions. This system balances pressure between the excavation chamber and surrounding soil, preventing surface settlement and protecting densely populated areas. Hydraulic jacks and articulated joints allow the machines to adapt to shifting ground, while the slurry cushions tunnels from vibrations, ensuring safety even in earthquake-prone zones. In Guangzhou, a 1507-meter TBM carved the Haizhu Bay Tunnel with minimal disruption to the bustling city above. Every Chinese TBM is equipped with intelligent control systems that monitor cutter head torque, thrust, and ground pressure, adjusting in real time to optimize efficiency and reduce errors. Integrated geological mapping and sensor data allow these machines to anticipate changes in soil, maintaining speed, safety, and structural integrity. And here's the kicker. China can excavate up to 10 kilometers of tunnel in a single day at a cost of just $10 million. A fraction of the $50 million per kilometer typically spent in the United States. 3. The Iron Monster Bridge Builder. Now let's talk about the machine that builds bridges faster than anyone thought possible. The SLJ-932, known in China as the Iron Monster. One of the largest bridge building machines on Earth. 91 meters long, 7 meters wide, 9 meters tall, weighing 580 tons. Heavier than some warships. Among the longest land vehicles ever created. Unlike ordinary cranes that can only lift small sections and need space to operate, the Iron Monster handles entire bridge spans weighing up to 950 tons. It lifts a massive concrete beam under its frame, drives it to the edge, locks itself onto a pillar, extends forward, and lowers the section into place. Then it rolls ahead and repeats the process, span by span, until a bridge stretches across the gap. Its mobility is just as remarkable. The machine runs on 64 wheels grouped into fours. Each group can pivot 90 degrees. This allows the giant to move sideways with precision, sliding beams into place as smoothly as a hand pushing a plate across a table. Despite its size, the Iron Monster moves steadily, 8 kilometers per hour when empty, 5 when loaded. The method is simple but revolutionary. The machine drives to the edge, raises a pre-fabricated beam, stretches across to the next pillar, locks in, and sets the span. Then it advances over the section it just placed and does it again. Each beam connects with expansion joints, forming a continuous, durable bridge far faster than traditional methods allow. What once took decades can now be done in just a few years. Already, Iron Monsters have helped China expand its high-speed rail network beyond 30,000 kilometers, building bridges at a pace no other nation has matched. Western engineers once doubted it, saying it shouldn't even work. But it does. Relentlessly. Efficiently. On a scale that makes traditional cranes look like relics of the past. 4. The XGC 88000, the world's most powerful crawler crane. On paper, it sounds impossible. A crane that can lift 4,000 tons with a boom stretching 144 meters into the sky and a total weight exceeding 5,300 tons. To put that in perspective, it could hoist a fully loaded Airbus A380 with ease. This is the XGC 88000, an ultra-heavy crawler crane built by XCMG. Entering production in 2013, it became the largest tracked mobile crane in the world, surpassing Germany's Liebherr LR 3000. It also ranks among the largest self-propelled ground vehicles ever built, even outsizing NASA's famous crawler transporters. The crane consists of two main sections. The first is the machine itself, with a maximum boom length of 144 meters, an overall length of 173 meters, including the counterweight radius, a height of 108 meters, and a lifting capacity of 3,600 to 4,000 tons. In practice, it has handled overloads up to 4,500 tons and achieves a lifting moment of 88,000 ton-meters. 3 Cummins engines, each producing 641 kilowatts, combine for nearly 2,579 horsepower, powering the machine and supporting assembly, disassembly, or backup functions. The operator sits in a spacious cabin the size of a small office, complete with air conditioning, a comfortable seat, and even a sofa for 3 passengers. The second section is the tracked counterweight compartment, standing 9.7 meters tall, 29 meters long, and weighing 2,900 tons. It has its own driver's cockpit and requires a working radius of 29 meters. Together, the entire crane tips the scales at nearly 5,400 tons. Designed for petrochemical, nuclear, and chemical industries, the XGC 88000 handles massive components with remarkable precision. Its boom can be configured in multiple ways: a 120-meter heavy boom, a 140-meter light boom, and an optional 33-meter jib. This flexibility allows it to adapt to nearly any construction condition while maintaining full load shift for maximum mobility and efficiency. Since entering service, the crane has lifted modules larger than small buildings, executing moves that would leave conventional cranes struggling. Watching it in action is like watching gravity itself bend. 5. The Pump King concrete to the sky. When workers built the Shanghai Tower, they faced a daunting challenge, pumping concrete nearly 2/3 of a kilometer into the sky. Most pumps in the West would falter after a few hundred feet. China's Sany 86-meter pump shattered the world record, sending wet cement 621 meters high, higher than the Eiffel Tower. It performed so flawlessly that it earned the nickname Pump King. As of 2024, it holds the Guinness World Record for the longest truck-mounted concrete boom. The pump's boom has 7 sections, longer and more flexible than conventional 5 or 6 section designs. This allows operators to reach confined urban sites and complex terrains with ease. Constructed from high-strength 1800 megapascal steel, the boom maintains stability under immense pressure during extreme high-rise pumping. Mounted on a 9-axle all-terrain chassis, it offers superior mobility and stability, featuring advanced suspension and multiple steering modes, including crab and diagonal steering for tight maneuvering. Operating the Pump King is equally impressive. Its automatic boom system enables one-touch deployment, vertical and horizontal pumping, boom locking, and area limiting. Advanced stabilization reduces boom shaking by 50% and cuts the swinging range of the revolving tower by 60%, ensuring precision and safety. Energy-saving technology boosts operational efficiency by 25% while cutting fuel consumption by 10%. Its self-diagnosis system can detect over 150 types of malfunctions, helping operators troubleshoot quickly and minimize downtime. The Pump King has made a global mark on high-rise construction. On projects like the Shanghai Tower, it pumped ultra-high-strength concrete to 620 meters, a world record at the time. Its precision and reach allowed China to construct skyscrapers faster, safer, and more efficiently than ever before. 6. The XE7000 mining monster. We now enter the territory of giant excavators. The XCMG XE7000 is simply monumental. 7. The Tianzhou Smart Port. The future is now. Imagine a port where cranes move on their own. Containers organize themselves without human intervention. The entire system operates with millimetric precision 24 hours a day. That's not science fiction. That's the Tianjin Smart Port. This fully automated port complex uses robotic cranes that can lift up to 65 tons with astonishing precision. But what's truly revolutionary is its brain, an artificial intelligence system that simultaneously coordinates hundreds of operations, optimizing every movement to maximize efficiency. Automatically guided vehicles transport containers without drivers, communicating with each other to avoid collisions and minimize downtime. These machines represent something much bigger than simple engineering achievements. They're undeniable evidence that China has gone from being a technological follower to a world leader in heavy machinery innovation. Each of these mechanical beasts is redesigning what's possible in construction, mining, and infrastructure development. While California spent 16 years and billions struggling to build a single high-speed rail line, China laid more than 40,000 kilometers of track in the same span, complete with tunnels, bridges, and viaducts. Linking mega-cities like pieces of an enormous Lego set, China transformed speed itself into strategy. What seemed impossible elsewhere became routine. Where the West might take a decade to design and approve a new tunnel boring machine, China produced multiple models in the same span, refining each version and cutting costs through scale. In 2008, as Beijing prepared for the Olympics, China still relied on foreign tunnel boring machines. By 2011, just 3 years later, the first domestically produced model rolled out. By 2017, exports were reaching more than 30 countries. Today, 7 out of 10 tunnel boring machines carving through the earth bear the mark made in China. These aren't just machines, they're the tools building the future of global infrastructure. and China controls them. The world's biggest tunnel boring machine, the most powerful mobile crane, the longest concrete pump boom, the smartest automated port. All Chinese. This is the new reality, China's monstrous machinery that shocked the world and changed everything.